here we go. Hello, Americans, patriots, Christian brothers and sisters. Well, the Caitlin Clark saga continues. Joe Biden came out and said yesterday that he thought it was a disgrace how Caitlin Clark was only going to get about $74,000 a year. And of course, writer, feminist, angry woman Jemele Hill had a lot to say about it also. First of all, Jemele Hill was angry about the fact that she's only getting $74,000 a year compared to the men. And as we over explained, that the men's games makes billions, and the WNBA needs money from the NBA to survive. And that's a fact. There's a reason why the teams have gone bankrupt, why they let big arenas to play in small arenas. No one watches the women play basketball, especially other women. The thing about other women's sports, this has nothing to do with female, it's about market. Look at Venus and Serena Williams. How much money do those girls make over the course of their lifetime? So where is the pay gap there? One, because let's face it, a lot of people think Serena and Venus Williams look real beautiful, and the fact that they wear mini skirts while they play tennis also helps because a lot of these women's sports are sexualized, whether you like it or not. So they made their money. So did Jennifer Capriati years ago when she was a young 15-year-old cute girl until she went haywire. Anna Kournikova, another famous tennis player. Pretty good tennis player. Definitely wasn't great, but man, was she beautiful, and that's what she made her money off of. But when you have a bunch of angry lesbians who are masculine telling you they demand you come and support us and we're going to spit on your way of life, well, don't expect people to come and support you. Now, what I found funny was after Jemele Clark, the day she signed her contract, was criticized about the pay gap, the very next day, Caitlin Clark got a $10 million deal from Nike for her own shoe. As I said in the video a few days ago, as most of us said, she was going to make her money in endorsements. And she already is. She was worth about $3.5 million before she even graduated college because of the new policies, which I'm all in favor for. Now she's making $10 million off Nike. And of course, Jemele Hill was angry about that. Now she's saying, well, they shouldn't be focusing on the straight, white, Catholic girl, heterosexual. Instead, they should be focusing on other black female players. So on one hand, she wanted to use Caitlin Clark for more money. And then the next day, she's angry because now she's getting all this other money from endorsements the other players aren't getting because Caitlin Clark is just that much more marketable. Caitlin Clark is also going to appeal to the average American person. And this is what they don't get. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how Caitlin Clark is treated by the other women in the NBA, because as much as they need her, they're going to hate her for it also. Again, go ask Candace Wigginton. Candace Wigginton retired because she couldn't take the abuse anymore. Even though she was black, she was straight and married and had kids. They didn't like that. Candace Wigginton also said she got called the B word more than any other place was on the floor, including by her own teammates during practice. She was bullied. She was knocked down on the floor. I mean, she was hated because she was a heterosexual straight woman with kids. And this is the toxicity of the WNBA and why no one watches them. Now, I am going to watch Caitlin Clark play because I'm curious to see how she does. But I can honestly tell you, that's it. These women are disgusting. They're feminists. They think they're entitled. They're nasty. And they demand more money even though they don't bring in any revenue. As commissioner of the NBA, David Silver says, the biggest demographic of people who watch the WNBA are men 55 and over. That is one portion of the public. Women are not coming to their games. Women are not buying their merchandise, and I can't blame them. When you have a bunch of ugly, masculine women telling you how hard they have it, it's not going to appeal to her. This is something else you should know about the money Caitlin Clark's getting. It's $74,000 for half a year. Half a year of basketball. Now, for working half a year, she's getting paid more than the majority of women who are middle class. In fact, Caitlin Clark, on just the contract alone, is getting paid more money than a lot of male middle class people. And what people don't know is, when you play the WNBA, they give you an apartment and a car. That's not including your salary. So not only is she making $75,000 for half a year basketball, her rent is paid for half a year, and she gets a car. Okay? Cry me a river to the rest of the world and the rest of the country. You're getting paid $75,000 to play 40 games. And your rent is paid. And you get a car. And Jemele Hill and the other feminist Nazis in the WNBA want to cry about it. They know they need Caitlin Clark. And they're willing to use her to get what they want. But at the same time, because she's a Catholic heterosexual white girl, they're going to hate on her. Candace Wilkinson was black. And not a bad looking woman. And look how they treated her. And they also complain how they have to go over Europe to subsidize their income. So, go play basketball full time a year. Every other person works around the clock. I'm sorry, not around the clock. 12 months a year. And you can do it too. If it's that important to you, go make more money in Europe. The salaries are much better in Europe. Why? There's demand for it. There's no demand for it here. We have too many sports. Men are just better athletes. And they're just better talent. Men can dribble way better. They can slam dunk. They're better shooters. They're better passers. It's not even debatable. But people like Jemele Hill and Sheryl Swoopes will hate on this woman, even though they know they need her. Links down below. What's your opinion? I'd like to know. Like and subscribe. Keep the country in prayer. Jesus Christ is still King. We'll talk to you later.